Yeah.
Oh, shit, I totally had this, my stream up. Okay, so, alright. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to TMFIA Reviews, and, my name is Jonnyboy, and I'm here with Savage Acorn today, and we're reviewing, Survivor Series 2015. We just turned off the show a couple minutes ago, and I was pretty happy with it, with the ending, not the overall show, but the ending was okay. It was pretty good.
I overall enjoyed the show. You know, I didn't walk away disappointed or anything. You know, I'm glad Sheamus has the belt. You know,
Yep,
he
your new,
strange
world...
wrestler.
Your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion is the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, who was pinned on the exact same show.
Exactly, by Ryback, none other than Ryback.
Ryback
waiting for Sheamus.
Oh yeah. Did you see that Ryback try to pop up powerbomb during that match?
Actually, I didn't watch the majority of the match. I was watching Zombies.
You were watching The Walking Dead?
Yes, and I am so freaking happy.
Alright, I'll have you review that with Crusticles here in a little bit.
Crusticles? Who doesn't like Crusticles?
Who doesn't like Crusticles?
Alright. Yeah. What match was first? Oh, okay, Roman Reigns and Alberto Del Rio.
Well, I'm gonna go through my notes here, and if you have anything to chime in, you just do it at any moment, and I'll shut up.
Alright.
And so far, Survivor Series opened up with Lillian Garcia singing the national anthem.
I had to mute it. I'm serious. I had to mute the TV.
Do you have any idea why they might have done this?
Well, I mean, who else do they have other than JoJo? And she's pretty bad.
No. Did you hear about ISIS?
Oh yeah.
I think that's why they might have done it.
No, the reason why is because they do that at all the big four.
I did not know that. Okay, I thought they were just poking fun at ISIS. I'm like, look at these ballsy bastards. Just, like, that's kind of, like, that's funny.
I thought they, at first, not to jump the gun here, but I actually thought they were going to attack during Undertaker's entrance, during the fire. I was like, please don't.
All 45 minutes of it?
Please no massive explosion comes straight through the ceiling while Undertaker making his 45-minute long entrance.
Well, how'd it go? Yeah. Undertaker promo, and which lasted 25 years. It was advertising 25 years of The Undertaker. I'm glad they were advertising this on the 25 years of Undertaker show. I love commercials on products that we're already watching.
Great, and it tells you to go sign up for the thing you already have.
Yep. Roman Reigns versus Alberto Del Rio with Zeb Coulter, and they had a video package of Del Rio and Zeb promos. Zeb started twisting his wonderful mustache and claims that Alberto will be the WWE Mex-American Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, the Mexican Batista and Yosemite Sam. What a great pairing. Because you got Del Rio, who looked cut up, versus Roman Reigns, who, by the way, I just realized he and The Rock aren't really blood related, who I never really realized that. But they had a good match. It was alright. You know, kind of kept me in it. But then again, how can you really be into something where you know the outcome?
I know. I have said that before. Like, I can't really get into the tournament knowing, like, because I just know that Roman Reigns is gonna win it. Like, I know it's gonna be good matches, or maybe decent matches, or okay matches, but I just can't get into it that much, like, or any of the near falls, because I just know Roman Reigns is gonna win it.
You knew he wasn't gonna win it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You knew Ambrose wasn't gonna win it. That's for sure.
Unfortunately. Do you remember at Money in the Bank, or I think it was Money in the Bank, where they tricked you, and Dean Ambrose won, or was that Elimination Chamber?
That was Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, when they tricked you.
Money in the Bank was that horrible ending where Dean grabbed the belt.
It was on the ladder, yeah.
Yeah, and then some freaking Seth grabbed it, and then had it for
Right,
the last few seconds, which doesn't make any sense. So you're telling me if I pull the belt down from the hook, and then the other guy on the ground gets it,
man, you're not letting this go.
Gets it, does he win?
I don't know. I'm sure they changed the rules applying to whatever the fuck finish they want to use.
Yeah, whatever works for whatever time. I guess it works.
Del Rio and Reigns started out. They just threw each other around. There was brawling. Man, Reigns brawled quite a bit.
He did tonight.
Is that what he does? I haven't watched Raw in a while. Is that how he fights his usual matches? He just punches people a lot and throws them into things?
Well, he usually takes a big beating first, then he comes back with a couple of punches, you know, throws you into the ropes, then he does his jumping clothesline, then
yeah,
punch
comeback guy.
Yeah.
Then people were surprised that Triple H it showed a backstage segment of him awkwardly standing in front of the camera, looking at the TV screen. Triple H is
With the
apparently
Undertaker.
watching this match, and it wouldn't really surprise me since this is like a tournament for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. So I'm kind of glad that the guy who owns the fucking business, pretty much at this point, is interested in it.
Now he answers to his wife. Sorry, he has his cell phone in her pocketbook.
Yeah.
Great words of CM Punk, because in reality, she really owns the,
Keys to
she owns the keys. Like, it's his car, he drives the car, but she owns the keys.
Yes, this is definitely true.
But yeah, the thing, it was kind of weird not seeing her here. What is she doing? Is she on some PR, trips or whatever? It was kind of weird seeing just Triple H there with no Stephanie and no Kane and no Big Show behind him or whatever. It was just weird.
It was certainly weird.
But yeah, especially with the Undertaker picture as big as it was right there.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We had Del Rio. You put a rest hold on Roman right in the middle of the match. We got an OP Chinlock of Doom by Del Rio here, and he started to work on Reigns' shoulder kind of inadvertently. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Del Rio started working on her shoulder. I thought it could play into Del Rio's armbar finish that he doesn't do anymore. His finisher is that one move where he's up on the top rope and he drops down on them. Which
Yeah,
is,
and he somehow destroys his knees on the way down.
yeah, I wouldn't do that move anymore.
Yeah. If you saw what it did Neville, I thought it concussed him, but yeah, it was weird.
Have you noticed how close that move is to Finn Balor's move?
It's pretty freaking close.
Yeah.
But Del Rio's as big as he is. What is he doing? Jumping off the top rope, doing a move? He should be slamming someone to the ground.
Or the armbar. That's a good maneuver.
No one else has the armbar now. I mean, it's not like he left the company and someone else has the move, and now he can't do the move anymore.
Well, he still does the move. They were talking about it here. I thought he didn't do the move anymore. I'm like, oh, he still does it.
I mean, he hit the move in the during the match, but then Roman Reigns, does his typical power spot, which he's been doing a lot lately.
That was pretty cool. I saw that.
Yeah, he just drenched him over the rope. I've seen that people do that Del Rio before.
There's no mention of Del Rio pinning John Cena clean at Hell in a Cell for the U.S. title, so that kind of is poopy. But when Roman Reigns, he was caught up in the corner, and he was laying there like a tree of woe. And
yeah.
Alberto Del Rio, he got up on there. He's gonna do his finish and drop down. And for people to execute that finish correctly, and for Del Rio to hurt them, they have to hold onto the ropes and kind of pull themselves up, so they're not laying back.
Well, in a tree of woe situation, what you're really supposed to do is you're supposed to have one of your legs or one of your feet underneath the bar of the turnbuckle, so that way you kind of use your ab muscle to lift yourself up. You don't need to really do that.
And all what Roman had to do, he just laid there, and Alberto Del Rio, yeah, he just laid there. I'm like, why doesn't everyone do this for his finish? And then,
I guess, hey, the thing is that they're beat up so badly that they're disoriented, and they say, hey, I'm upside down. And then they try and get up, and bam, 2 feet right into your face, and you're concussed.
Alberto Del Rio slammed down, and then he missed, and then he kind of blew out his knee, sort of, kind of. And then Roman he hit the Superman punch, I guess. And then he slowly got up, and then Roman Reigns tried to go for a spear. Del Rio super kicks him right in the face, got him 2 count. Del Rio holds up the arm, signaling the cross arm breaker. This took minutes for him to slowly hold up that arm. And then Del Rio randomly puts Roman on the cross arm breaker. Roman lifts him up and tries to dump on the outside, but Del Rio holds the arm breaker for a little bit. And then Del Rio gets back to the ring, and Roman hits a spear.
He tries to climbs on the top of the rope, tries to do a whatever, like a crossbody. He misses, rolls into a spear by Roman Reigns.
Yep. Again, why is this guy going on the top rope?
I don't. To a guy who has the spear as a finisher, I have no idea. That's pretty stupid if you ask me, but hey, it's WWE. Logic isn't in their vocabulary.
And then this great top guy, this great #1 contender, this wonderful new world champion, he starts selling his wrong arm in an interview with JoJo.
Well, hey, what if both his arms hurt?
This is true. This is true. But he sold his the first arm in the main event.
Yeah.
Well, then he starts bumbling over his fucking lines, and then Dean Ambrose says, "Yo, what up?" And then Owens comes in, he says, "Yo, what up?" And then, yeah. And then we had the the final semifinals match. It was Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens. What were your thoughts on this match?
It went on longer than expected. I liked it. Dean Ambrose, I'm telling you, that move where he does the what move is that?
Is that where he kind of like drops him like a kind of a suplex and kind of hits on the side?
No, not that move, but the move where Dean Ambrose rebounds off the ropes. He got that from what's his name? He's on the Indies. How could I forget his name? He was in TNA as Nigel McGuinness. Or yeah,
Oh,
Nigel McGuinness's move where he uses his arms and he knees and he just leans back into the ropes and then he has to
yeah.
stop the move. He does that like a
Yeah,
million.
I don't like when he's running the ropes.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That kind of
He
irritates.
runs the ropes and he just leans back into the in between the ropes. He has to stop doing that, or at least do it every now and then.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, he does that every comeback thing.
he does. It was cool at first, but yeah, not anymore.
Well,
But it was an alright match. I liked when he reversed the pop-up powerbomb into a dirty
ooh,
deed.
yeah, he got out of that. I like the first reversal. That was pretty good. He got some air with that.
And I liked Owens' double super kicks, which it looks really weird to see Owens doing the super kicks. It still looks weird seeing him.
You know what Owens had on that looked great?
What?
That really tight shirt. I think he got a tighter shirt. I don't want to be mean. I know he's big, but he does not need a tighter shirt.
The thing is that when you have your announcers calling him a flying bus,
This poor guy. I feel bad. Hello, Marcus. How you doing? Did you enjoy the Survivor Series show? Okay, go ahead, continue. Sorry.
and you have the guy wear really tight shirts like that, it's not flattering.
Maybe they made him wear it, like, they're gonna make fun of you. Like, wear this shirt.
Like, that reminds me, did you hear about what Sabrina the Teenage Witch had said on Twitter about Kevin Owens, like he's a lazy wrestler?
Oh, yeah, and then, I don't know, I think that was, yeah, then he blocked her. And she's like,
Which was stupid. Which was stupid because you were talking about the character, not him.
Mhm.
So to go on and block her,
Yeah.
it's just kind of stupid. And then fans just jump down her throat saying, "Oh, what's wrong with you? Don't you have respect for the business?" And she's a wrestling fan, by the way.
Mhm.
Well, probably not anymore, not after this. I know I wouldn't be.
Getting blocked by the great Kevin Owens. Well, Marcus asked, what happened. So, Roman Reigns went all the way to the main event and defeated Dean Ambrose for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Triple H came out to congratulate this new young champion.
The air filled with confetti.
Yes, confetti was everywhere, all over his sweaty body.
With very, very minimal crowd reaction,
Yep.
which we all expected.
It was
not
fucking
even boos. It's just they were dead, and you can't say it was a bad crowd because they reacted for everything else.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good crowd, except for like the main event and the Bray Wyatt and the Wyatts and brothers match.
No, they were awake for that match,
Were
especially when they were. Especially you saw how many people were doing the yes chant after they choke slam.
Oh
Strowman.
yeah, Braun. Okay, well,
We'll talk about that when we get to it.
this guy was just asking. So many questions right now. Hang on, guys. Getting through the main event right now. Sheamus came down, cashed in Money in the Bank, defeated Roman Reigns after 2 Brogue Kicks. The Brothers of Destruction went home happily, and they defeated the Wyatt family.
If you notice, right after the match, Michael Cole, Jerry King Lawler, and JBL kept talking about this might be the last time we see him. And
Yeah,
it
they
was a
said,
pleasure
they're like,
seeing him.
here's the 25 more years. Then he says, like, goodbye or something like that. I was like, all right.
Like, this might be the final time you see him, and yeah, it was a pleasure, and yeah, that kind of thing. So this very well could have been the very last time we've seen the Brothers of Destruction team up together.
That's fine with. I've never been like a huge. I don't think they've been a huge tag team throughout the years, have they?
Well, for me, it's sentimental value.
Yeah,
seeing
it is very
watching
cool
those
because they
two.
were like have been there the entirety of the years, but I never really thought of them as like an established tag team. Rather, as
They're
much as
not an established tag team. They're just the characters. It's just the gimmick itself of them, teaming up.
right.
Because when Kane's always around, it's 90% Kane, and you think of the Undertaker whenever he's around, no matter what.
Yeah. Infamous asks, how long do you think Sheamus will hold the belt?
He'll probably hold it. Well, he's not losing at TLC. We know that. He's not losing at Rumble. We know that. So most likely at Mania to whoever
You
probably
think
Reigns.
Sheamus will be in the world title match at Mania?
I don't see anyone else holding it.
Yeah, you're right. Well, isn't Cena supposed to come back early next month?
Oh, that is true. He might come back and win it at the Rumble, or not the Rumble. Mate, yeah, he might. I mean, do you really see them doing a title change on the Rumble?
I don't know. They have before. Remember Punk and Rock?
Oh yeah, well that's a Rock.
Yeah. So I don't know about this one though.
And on top of that, they held the title match right after the Rumble. And when was the last time they ever did that since or before then?
I don't know.
I don't think they ever have they?
I got another question. Who did you want to win, Dean, Roman, or Sheamus? I wanted Dean, but I knew that Roman Reigns was gonna win. I just would like Dean to win because I like his character.
Truthfully, none of them, like Roman or Dean, they shouldn't have the belt just yet.
You wanted Stardust to win?
What happened?
You wanted Stardust to win?
Yeah, I'd much prefer. Well, it's messed up how Stardust is in a much lower position,
Oh
and
yeah.
he's been here since what 2006 or 7 or whatever.
Yeah, he's been around the same time Kofi Kingston has.
Yet Ambrose and Reigns got on the main roster in Survivor Series of 2012.
Right, right.
Now they're being pushed to the moon for the belt. But hey,
Should we go back to our Ambrose and Owens match right now?
yeah.
Where I was going. I'll just go over my notes really
Well,
quick.
I mean, if you got the guy answer the guy questions and
Yeah. I think all of them were. Yeah. Then right away in the Ambrose Owens match, we went into headlocks. A lot of headlocks because, and some random mat wrestling by Kevin Owens. He's mat wrestling very loosely. Kevin Owens is because he did a lot of mat wrestling and headlocks because he is a great man. Story of this match pretty much was speed by Dean Ambrose, which just always overcame Kevin Owens, and the strength by Kevin Owens always overcame Dean Ambrose, pretty much. Healy. We got Ambrose. He pretty much we get Healy. Kevin Owens gets the heat by bumping into the ropes, and pretty much Dean pulls himself. All right. We got another guy just asked, what happened at Survivor Series? So how about you explain it one more time, Savage?
Well, Lillian Garcia did a horrible job.
No, not the entire thing. We don't.
Oh, no.
tell him about the world title change.
LOL, Reigns wins, and then Sheamus comes and wins. And then Reigns is crying in the middle of the ring afterwards.
He's like, look at all this confetti and no belt.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was great. And then Kevin Owens, he hits a cannonball in the corner, and Kevin Owens versus Ambrose, and the commentators are discussing fucking Finding Nemo. Kevin Owens starts to work over Dean Ambrose now, dueling chants by the crowd, let's go Ambrose, fight Owens, fight. Then when you get Kevin Owens, Chinlock City, bitch. I thought that was great.
What's with Chin? Oh yeah, that was cool. I love the way Owens' psychology with the crowd. I love how it actually plays into the crowd and actually treats them like they're there.
Yeah, he does. He yells at them quite a bit, and I love it.
I know he's actually doing a good job being a heel. I think he's tailor-made to be one.
Yeah, he's probably one of the best heels right now.
But the only gripe I have is how you have a mantra, fight Owens, fight, and you're doing headlocks,
Yeah,
chin locks.
but
You have a crazy man like Dean Ambrose with a wrist tape and doing boxing motion when they come into the ring, and you guys are doing headlocks and whatnot.
well, that is a heel thing. Get stopping the match and kind of but I do get what you mean.
Yeah, I know he's doing the typical heel psychology of headlocks. And
Yeah,
wrestling
but
stuff
and
like
he's
that.
also pulling the fight part. Yeah. I know
Yeah.
what you mean. Well, Dean Ambrose starts to fight back, multiple strikes, chops. Kevin cuts him off by tossing his neck onto the rope. Pretty much. Owens goes up for a moonsault, and Dean rolls out of the way. Dean goes up and hits a standing elbow to Kevin Owens. Start battling on the top rope. Kevin Owens he puts him up, and he does that kind of suplex to the side kind of thing. I don't know what that move is called, but I remember he did it at the NXT TakeOver against Devitt in that one ladder match.
I barely watched the ladder match. I heard it was good. I heard it was okay.
Yeah, it was
but
okay.
I didn't watch it, so I really don't know what you're talking about.
And Ambrose he hits this crazy clothesline, and Owens goes fucking flying. That was amazing. Owens rolls the outside. Dean hits a dive. Then Owens rolls back in, only to roll out on the other side. Dean tries another dive. Kevin catches him, plants him onto the table. Then just Kevin rolls back in the ring. Sends him up for a pop-up powerbomb. Dean goes flying through the air and reverse it. Kevin tries it again, and he hits a Hurricane Run on him. And then Dean Ambrose Dirty Deeds for the 3 count, and that was it.
It was a very, very nice looking Dirty Deeds.
It was. It was a nice looking Dirty Deeds. And then we had this great traditional 5v5 Survivor Series match here.
That I did not watch.
You did not watch this?
I did
Not the one on the kickoff.
I know, I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch this one?
No, because what I said was, okay, you have a traditional 5-on-5 tag match that wasn't announced. I don't know who's in it.
Yeah, I didn't know who was in it. I didn't know any of the matches besides the tournament matches.
In the Divas match, which is pretty controversial, we'll get to that one when we get to it, but when I heard Ryback's music, I said, okay, I can dedicate this full however long to The Walking Dead, so I just turned.
Walking Dead time.
So I can't say I didn't regret that. So I turned just in time to see the end of it, so I didn't really miss too much. So
well, I'll run through this fucking okay match here. All right, let me take a deep breath. I do miss CM Punk as well. I miss him very well. Yeah.
Did you hear what he said about New Day?
No, what did he say?
He said that he loves how New Day is actually being themselves. He said that's how you get over in WWE, is how you be yourself. But so rare, so few people do that. That's why almost no one's over, because you can't, unless you're an indie guy, you're over.
Right.
But you can't be yourself because everything is so micromanaged. But yeah, he said he loves how New Day is over, and he only watches WWE for the New Day segments, which I thought was pretty freaking cool.
Well, I wrote, who the fuck is in this match? Question mark. Ryback, Usos, Lucha Dragons versus New Day, Sheamus, and Wade. No build to this match whatsoever. Barrett looks like such a geek with his toy scepter and his toy crown. Mr. Money in the Bank, King of the Ring, WWE World Tag Team Champions. When they mentioned this, I was like, holy fuck, they're right, they're unstoppable. Like, they should really fucking win this match. And then New Day did the promo, said they're the best, made fun of Ryback for being bald. Sheamus says they will get jiggy.
Oh my gosh, did you see?
I was cringing. I was like, you racist piece of shit.
Did you see his amazing Disney Prince hair?
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing.
I've seen the same booking situation before. Yeah, they're pretty much doing the same thing with Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. It's pretty much identical, where Triple H fucks him out of it, and he'll probably get the big win at WrestleMania 32 or something like that. But Xavier has a great hairdo. Uso, one of the, I believe it was Jimmy, I don't know. He immediately grabs a handful of hair, drags him to the corner, just fucking drags him by the hair. Yes, people do like Daniel Bryan more than Roman Reigns. This is a damn fact. And that's probably why it works so well, is because Daniel Bryan was over and Roman Reigns is not.
Maybe because, Daniel was being himself. And he
was being a fighting babyface who actually can perform. He doesn't bumble over his fucking lines.
Sell the wrong arm.
Yeah, he doesn't sell the wrong fucking arm.
And, well, he's an indie darling, too, so...
Yes, that's probably why, but... Sin Cara, he starts to kick some ass. He pretty much buried the entire heel team. Like, he sent everyone packing to the outside. And then, the Lucha Dragons and Usos, they jump to the outsides, and Ryback is just standing on the ring apron like an idiot while everyone's on the floor. And then Ryback, he goes up on the top rope and then just jumps on top of them all. And they're just, it is like, for half a second, they're just like crowd surfing. Like, they just all have him up in the air. Like, no one fell immediately. He was just like on top of them for half a second. And then they all collapse. And then he'll start the New Day stomp on an Uso. Xavier starts a trombone. Wade does something that I never saw. He got jiggy. He kind of raised his arms up in the air and he kind of humped a little bit and is just kind of, I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was terrible.
Well, ask Alicia Fox. She'll know that better than anybody right now.
Are they dating?
They were dating, and she's crazy about him on the show.
Okay.
Well, is crazy about him because, she's the kind of girl who has the maturity of a 13-year-old.
Right.
Where she's kind of like peeking around corners and telling other girls to tell him to come here and stuff like that.
Oh, is it on Total Divas or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't watch that, so I would not know. Yes, I
But
wish
yeah,
the Wyatts would get over, but they get beat up by 2 men on Raw, and then they have a match against 2 men on Survivor Series and get beaten.
yeah, great. I mean, then again, you can really kind of see them as credible because the only way they can be beaten is if it's Kane and the Undertaker.
Right. Yeah.
Other than that, they can't be beaten. So
Like, I don't know. I don't know how to make it all better. Like, Bray Wyatt, he's had feuds with Roman Reigns. He's had many feuds with, like, Ryback and Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose. And they're all just so pointless.
okay,
And with John Cena.
they
That one
killed
was
the
pretty major.
character. Okay, here's what I want to know. When Bray Wyatt debuted in 2013, he was a guy with a Hawaiian shirt. Then he fought Kane.
Hey.
Then he's wearing.
Hey,
Mhm.
what about Husky Harris?
Husky Harris. I don't know who that is. He never.
That's the
He
same
never
guy?
existed.
Oh,
No, he never
okay.
existed.
Well, I think Bray Wyatt, I think he has amazing delivery on the mic. I would appreciate more of his mic work if he was trying to get a point across, because we've heard the same pretty much lines over and over again for the past 2 years, where he has amazing delivery, but he's just been giving us the same amount of content.
Okay, before that, my original point was going to be,
Yeah, go
okay,
ahead, sorry.
before we start giving him things to say, how about we talk about what he is? He was a guy in a Hawaiian shirt, beat Kane, then he started wearing a butcher's thing. I don't know why. Then he started wearing a black leather jacket.
Because it's spooky.
Then he talks about him being dead. And so what is he? Is he a
He's
ghost?
spooky,
Is he a
dude.
demon, a zombie, or
He's super spooky.
so he's like the boogeyman then?
I don't. He's a cult leader. I think they're going for a cult leader that eats souls and worlds. I don't fucking know. Like, make a documentary about this shit or something.
So, I mean, the thing with Bray Wyatt is he can talk. He cuts great.
Yes, he has fantastic
He does.
delivery.
But the thing is that what is he delivering?
Exactly. I think he definitely has some potential for his character. Eric Rowan can fuck off. Braun Strowman, I don't know. They may be able to do something because he's a big guy. I like Luke Harper. I like his look. I like the way he works in the ring. Same thing with Bray Wyatt, but Eric Rowan can fuck off. I think there's still some potential for the Wyatts, but I'll be waiting. Back to this awesome 5-on-5. Guess what man got pinned first on this match?
Mr. Jiggy Barrett.
Yep. He got eliminated by Sin Cara after a Swanton bomb. And then everyone just does a lot of moves, didn't really pay attention. Jimmy also gets limited by Woods after an assisted double foot stomp, which looked very painful. Sin Cara and Kofi start to work over Woods. What? Excuse me, probably Woods and Kofi started to work Sin Cara over. My notes just got jumbled. Big E does a giant spear to the outside on Sin Cara. Sin Cara was just on the outside of the ring, or on the apron, just stood there like a dumb fuck, just deer in the headlights, and he just saw this 300-pound man just fucking dive at him, and he just gets, like, cut in half by the spear. It looks so fucking painful. I hate the spear that he does. It looks like he kills people with it.
But whose spear?
Big E. You know, when he does that spear to the outside, he did it on little Sin Cara. It felt so bad.
You mean when he does it out the ring, right?
Yeah, out of the ring, yeah.
When he first did that to Rusev last year, I thought he killed him. I thought they were both dead.
Oh, man.
I
When they
thought
were
it was
feuding over the IC Championship?
Yeah. I
Wait.
thought it was over. Well, no, because Rusev, they didn't feud over the IC title.
Oh, no, they didn't. I think he had the U.S. Championship, and Rusev was going, like, beating everyone at pay-per-views.
No, like, Sheamus had it. Yeah, and he won, remember, he won the belt after.
Yeah, I was thinking a little bit prior, before, I think Rusev had the title.
That was when it was Rusev, racist Rusev, when he was just beating all the minority.
Yeah, geez. We had Jey Uso hits the splash on Big E for 3 count. And then it's 3v3, Woods, Kofi, and Sheamus. Oh, wait, I skipped over something. Sheamus tagged in Big E. Big E was like, why are you tagged me in, bro? And then Sheamus just does a bro kick. And then he pins Sin Cara. Then Big E's like, motherfucker, why'd you steal my pin? And then Ryback comes over and clotheslines Sheamus out of the ring, who wasn't paying attention, because all heels are idiots. Then Jey Uso, oh wait, when they were arguing, Sheamus slapped Big E's huge giant titty, and then he got in the ring and Ryback clotheslined Sheamus out, and then they pinned pinned Big E with Oh, Jey Uso, he had a splash from from the top of the ropes and pinned Big E. Then it was 3v3 Woods, Kofi Kingston, and Sheamus versus Jey Uso, Ryback, Kalisto. Yes, Kalisto is in this match still. New Day wanted to take their hurt companion back, so I guess they still wanted to protect the New Day to a certain degree, so they took Kofi and Woods took their hurt unicorn brethren to the back, and Sheamus was all alone against 3 baby faces. This dastardly heel was defending himself, and he was fighting against the odds, right?
Against 3 guys.
Yeah. And then, Sheamus, he starts work over Kalisto. Kalisto, hits a hot tag, and to Jey Uso is wonderful. Jey tags in Ryback, crowd boos. Then commentators talk about clowns. Ryback is getting booed to shit. Then he starts to feed me more. Then the crowd is absolutely into the shit. Like, oh, I love chanting "feed me more." Chanting "feed me more," but I fucking hate Ryback. He gets booed to shit though.
He gets alright reactions.
I think it's very debatable. Like sometimes it's either yay or nay. Like
they had money with this guy back in 2012, but then they ruined it with the whole CM Punk angle,
where they back themselves into a corner.
Yeah, that's when they cut it. They had it. They had somebody, but nah. Let's just back ourselves into a corner because we're that smart. But
then Sheamus reverses the meat hook. Then Ryback tries to pop up powerbomb on Sheamus, tags in Kalisto. Ryback comes in for a shell shock and pins Sheamus. And Lillian Garcia notes the sole survivors, plural survivors, the sole plural survivors were Kalisto, Ryback, and
that was a horrible looking shell shock, by the way.
Well, it's Ryback. I've lost my faith in Ryback. I really have.
Nah, he says he can replace Cena as a top guy.
I don't like how egotistical he is either. I don't like that.
Well, you gotta kind of be that way to succeed in this business.
Yeah, that is true. I just don't like. I appreciate if he was more humble because like he's not that great. He's big. That's about it. He's big. And he sort of has an established character, and he loses a lot of matches.
Well, according to Vince McMahon, if you're big, and if you can, do a lot of clotheslines and power moves, you're on your way, and you can be all right.
That's just, yeah. That is WWE. That is Vince. And we had the Divas Championship, Paige versus Charlotte. Go ahead, talk. Do you want to talk about the Reed Flair remark at all?
I got into some heated debates with people on Facebook who said, see, this is why we can't have Attitude back. You guys want to complain about wanting Attitude back and then get mad when this happens. I was like, dude, that's not what Attitude is.
What is your I guess opinion on the remarks? Do you think they should have done it, or they were in the good?
My thing was, I told the guy, I said, okay, that's not what Attitude is. People didn't get over by mentioning dead people. It was in poor taste.
Well, you can mention dead people, I think, on a show, but when you
do it to try and further a storyline,
when you insult that dead person, like I think it's kind of
storyline that who barely anyone cares about. That's when it gets really. Not saying that it makes it any more offensive, but it's already offensive when you just shoehorn it in there for no reason, just to try and save.
You think they shouldn't have done it?
No,
I agree with you. I think they should not have done it.
If you do it, at least do it right. They didn't even do it right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's not what Attitude is. People say, oh, this is why we can't have Attitude. That's not Attitude.
Yeah, they compare it to everything else. Just if someone complains about it, it's like, that's why we can't have anything controversial. And...
like, that was controversial.
That was just her being, that was writers trying to be edgy and trying to get publicity for their fucking terrible show.
There's a difference between being edgy and being distasteful, and that was distasteful.
I think it was a little bit about. I think WWE was going for the edgy angle, be like, all right, let's get some edgy, let's bring some attitude to this feud, let's make it grudge-like. And I think that's one of the reasons why they did it. And I thought it was very distasteful, and they shouldn't have done it. And
let's keep it 100 right here. If you were a casual fan, and she said your little baby brother didn't have fighting him, would you be any more tempted to buy the network for?
If I was a casual fan, who the fuck is Reed Flair?
Who is he anyway?
He OD'd a couple years ago.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, but here's another dumb thing. Here's why they should jump on WWE for that. You want to fire Jim Ross for not keeping Ric
Ric
Flair
Flair.
back at that 2K14 panel in 2013.
Yep.
Yet you want to take Reed Flair without Ric Flair consent and try and use his death to try and further a crappy storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And then you, on top of that, go on Twitter and blame Charlotte Flair, who Ric Flair said that she had no idea. Well, she had an idea, but they said she came up with it, which clearly wasn't the case. They came up with it, and she said, okay.
You know why she probably did that, right?
She said that to try and save her spot.
Yeah, that's probably why. That's probably
That's
what
the only
happened.
reason. That's the only reason. There's no other reason. Like, oh, screw him. She's like,
she's
okay.
gonna try to disagree with people that are signing her paychecks when she's like probably in the peak of her career right now.
And on top of that, let's keep it 100. She's still a woman, and being a woman in this business still means you have a foot down already as it is. You already have a male-dominated sport, and you have
Maybe that's why they did it, so they could be a little bit more, so they could kind of show some different colors in the male-dominated sport. Like maybe they were trying to get a foot ahead or something.
Yeah, perfect. I want to see Paige and Charlotte and
man, this guy is just shitting on the current status of WWE. He's not giving a fuck about Survivor Series. He just says, Jesus, mid-card is so bad other than Cesaro and Kevin Owens. I agree to a certain degree. I wish Attitude was back. Of course, booking is trash right now. It's been trash for a long time.
It has been, and that's the sad thing.
All right, let's review this match.
The horrible match, by the way.
This grudge match that started out in chain wrestling. All right, go ahead, talk about the match, because I have nothing to say.
I'm sorry. The only way I can talk about the match is telling you what happened on Walking Dead, because I was still watching at that time.
Damn it, Savage. All right, Charlotte retained. All right, Tyler Breeze facing Dolph Ziggler.
By the way, in a match that also wasn't announced tonight.
Yep. Really?
That wasn't announced tonight.
Wow.
That
All
wasn't.
right. Tyler Breeze makes his entrance with his I'm gonna say it, Savage. I didn't know you were gonna be here, but ugly ass manager. I guess he is already facing Dolph Ziggler in the battle of who will keep the gimmick of being Dolph Ziggler. Dolph threatens Summer, and she makes this terrible sound that just comes from her because I guess she's scared of Dolph Ziggler. Commentators won't talk about the actual match. According to Cole, Ziggler has patented an elbow. King making bad jokes. Ziggler doing this showstopper gimmick. Breeze pulls a backslide. Breeze kicks Ziggler's knee. Only like 4 or 5 feet between that kick and an actual knee. Like, that kick sucked. And then I looked away for half a second, and then Breeze pinned Ziggler after a move. And they didn't show a replay.
I'm kind of tired of these Shawn Michaels clones. How they have everyone doing freaking super kicks now, and they have blonde-headed dudes, good-looking dudes doing super kicks every now and then, every 2 seconds, actually.
Yeah, they need to chill out on the super kicks.
Yeah, you really do. Everyone in the freaking company is doing a dang super kick. You got Big Show, you got Kevin Owens, you got Ziggler, you got Breeze. Who else? You got
from finisher to transition move.
Exactly. I guess
What was the finish?
The finish was
Tyler
Breeze. He kicked Ziggler's leg because
he kicked out his knee from underneath of him.
He kicked his leg out of his leg, in the words of Owen Hart, and he did his unprettier, his Christian.
Okay, I didn't see that. I looked away for like a second, and then I just and they didn't even show a fucking replay. This guy gets a big win. His first win on pay-per-view against Dolph Ziggler, former World Heavyweight Champion, and they don't even show a replay, but okay.
Well, hey, in their defense, they don't want to show a 5'8" Shawn Michaels clone doing someone else's finisher, the unprettier, who barely no one cares about nowadays. They don't want to show that again, but you want to show Roman Reigns doing a simple arm raise from the guy who's doing a twist arm breaker, which should have broken his arm instantly.
Summer Rae then comes up to the victorious Tyler Breeze, and she starts petting his hair. Is she the most uncharismatic, just disgusting? She has no TV presence. I'm sorry, Savage. I know you like her, but I
don't like her. No, Dana Brooks, my girl. I don't care about Summer Rae. She has a good body, and that's it. She looks like a 40-year-old
cancer victim with a wig.
She looks like someone a 40-year-old woman who just got a makeover or something, like you would see on the Lifetime channel.
She looks like a bald eagle.
Her face is busted. I'm sorry. And her and Charlotte have that mole on their face. That's just unflattering. I'm sorry. I'm not like a George
Someone
Clooney.
in the chat named Losino Wins said everything Summer touches dies.
Well, okay.
Rusev gets injured.
Here's
Lana
my
gets injured.
You see, you have Tyler Breeze. He came in from NXT, and I saw him with Summer. I'm like, okay, this dude's career is already over before it
Yeah,
started.
it seemed like he came at the wrong time.
Definitely,
I
he
don't know what
came
would have been the right time, but this is definitely the wrong time. They had nothing set up for him.
nothing, and you just give him Summer Rae, who's 8 feet taller than him, and then
Oh
you
yeah,
have
that's great. Make her wear high heels and shit.
and you make her wear unflattering clothes, and you give them a dumb VIP section with 2 chairs when he's already wrestling, so there's going to be no time for him to sit in the chair. And it's just no.
Yeah. All right, let's go to one of the greatest matches on the show: the Wyatts versus the Undertaker and Kane.
Yay!
Wyatts came out, and then Kane came out, and then Kane stood in silence for like thousands of people chanting Undertaker's name.
And then I don't know where we see some strange
box
casket, like a box that looked like a casket but wasn't a casket.
Yeah, it'd been cooler if it was a casket.
I thought. Well,
they
here's
didn't
what
have
I
any
thought it was going to be.
casket TVs at Best Buy or something.
Here's what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like they lower a bunch of stairs from it.
Ah, that would have been fucking beast. What if he came out of the box? It just lowered all the way down to the thing. I was hoping that would happen. I was thinking to myself, when the dong hit, I'm like, what if this motherfucker just falls through the box and just falls down to the fucking thing and just dies?
I thought the thing was going to lower and it was going to be like stairs coming from the box.
I thought it would be something cool. Maybe his knees couldn't handle those stairs. I don't know.
That's possible. That's also. And with there being no railings, he could have easily just fell off the side.
Yes, this old man.
But yeah, another thing what scared me was seeing Undertaker just stand under that giant thing. Like, please don't let that thing fall on top of Undertaker.
He's too valuable. He's the main eventer. Undertaker's the only drawing card we have right now in WWE.
Like, please, he's the only one that makes people want to come to our show.
All right.
Barely, because did you see those horrible SmackDown photos?
No.
Where there was a okay, they posted picture of the crowd and over.
Oh yes, and they were fucking dead.
It was dead. It looked bad. It looked really bad. And Undertaker was promised to be on the show.
That sucks.
So what does that mean for Taker's drawing power?
That it's not cool beans as it used to be.
It's just wrestling's not hot anymore. It's just cold. It's ice cold, and WWE's doing nothing to help it.
I'm gonna run down this card really quick, but can you look up when the last time Bray Wyatt has won a match on PPV really quick?
Let's see.
All right. This box drops down. It was really interesting. It showed Undertaker evolving throughout the years in his career, pretty much, and showed the different stages of Undertaker as he walked down the ring. And this awkward camera angle from his crotch, kind of looking back at him and trying to get the box and the camera angle at the same time. Yeah, that looked dumb. And then Kane, Undertaker stood in the ring, and then the Wyatt family standing on the outside. Looks like they were strategizing. Apparently, they had not talked about this match whatsoever. Then Eric Rowan ran in to the ring alone, and then both men just big booted him, and then they picked him up and chokeslammed him together.
It was payback.
They already got payback. They already destroyed the family.
That
he won. He defeated Ryback, didn't he?
Yeah, he beat Ryback in a nothing match.
Last Hell in a Cell, Roman beat him. What was before that? Night of Champions?
Which Roman also... Wait, it was the... Oh, did that really count? Okay, that wasn't a singles victory. I don't count tag team matches as
What was the match?
It was, remember when Chris Jericho, they had like that 6-man where they had a mystery opponent?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Everyone thought it was going to be Baron Corbin.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, that happened and they lost.
Okay, I forgot about that. So pointless. What happened to Chris Jericho? Okay, whatever. Fuck you, WWE.
He lost and then he just...
Yeah, he got all pissy. He's like, fuck you guys. I'm out. That was nothing.
And then that's it.
That
rode off into the sunset. We've never seen him again.
Yeah, like, what an angle, right? I said, I was waiting. I was like, please don't put Braun in this match. He's big, but he can't do shit. He's gonna hurt these old fuckers.
I really like Braun.
Me too. I like him a lot, but I don't think he can do a good match with Kane and Undertaker with his experience. He's green as fuck.
Like Braun looks like one of those guys you see on like a Game of Thrones with like giant armor and just like a guy who would be just drinking with tons of women around him, just like the prize warrior of a kingdom. Like he's just that big and scary and
Alright, Vinnie
timid.
Mac Jr., I got you.
He's awesome.
Thank God Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt were gonna wrestle Kane and Undertaker. Undertaker's hair looks fucking terrible. It looks terrible. It made me laugh. His
Did he look at Sting and say, "I gotta get that hairstyle"?
he's bald. Like his hairline is fading a lot. Is more faded than Sting's hair. Sting looks okay, but Undertaker is like, it just looks so fucking goofy because it's like half of his head has hair and the other half doesn't.
Well, it doesn't look any better having a mohawk. That doesn't look any better.
I don't know. I liked how it was like at Hell in a Cell. You know how it was a little bit like curly, or like more like SummerSlam. It was kind of curly, a little bit longer.
I liked it there, and it just looks like here he just watched WrestleMania 31 back over again. So I gotta have that Sting hairstyle. I gotta have it.
I don't. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. He's like, the Sting hair looks great.
Like this is, oh my gosh.
All right. Well, Cole says Undertaker's moving around the ring like he did 25 years ago. You're a fucking liar, Cole. Of course, commentators won't even talk about this fucking match either. JBL has to make every single sports reference / analogy. Kane is on the outside, and Braun throws him over the announce desk while the ref is looking away. And then JBL, blah blah blah. Crowd. It seemed pretty dead to me, in my opinion, at that time until you mentioned announce table Braun getting Braun's demise. Early hot tag for Undertaker from Kane. Then Taker's gonna go for a chokeslam on Harper. Bray Wyatt comes in to stop him. Then Undertaker grabs his throat and he's gonna pull out a double chokeslam. Then Braun jumps onto the ring apron, and then he drops both those men and then attacks Braun.
Undertaker, like the 25-year veteran, just lets go and go for the guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for this guy that's not even in the match. Then Kane and Undertaker double choke slam Braun Strowman through the Spanish announce table. That was pretty cool.
It was. I liked it.
You know what I was kind of thinking? It was like, they're probably not going to be back for a while. Let's just fucking destroy Kane and Undertaker. Just fucking destroy these two guys and just lay them the fuck out and put the Wyatts over as major fucking heels in the company. But of course, why do that?
I feel like if this was a couple of years ago, they would have done that.
Yeah, I think like they would should have just destroyed these two old fucks. Like,
but see, here's the thing.
Awesome.
Look at Taker. It's starting to show now. It's really starting to show now. Look at when he tried to do his Taker comeback, and when he rams you into the corner with that clothesline,
yeah,
and then you lean into him, and then he does his snake eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He dropped Luke Harper.
Yeah. I saw him go up for the second time. I was like, oh, he probably fucked that up the first time. I didn't see it, but I knew he fucked it up because he repeated the spot.
He did. He messed it up, and he went for a DDT instead. It was a nice rebound. I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
Showed you that show.
Kane and Taker, they got the shit beaten out of them next. Bray does a crab walk with Harper kind of next to him to the left, but the camera angle only showed Harper and Undertaker together, and then kind of they both sat up and Kane sort of got in the screen. They're like, oh, maybe we should fucking zoom out since it's a tag team match. And then they zoom out and you see Harper next to him, which I did not even see because they're shitty camera angles. Great directing. Then Taker and Kane, they get up and they clean house. Undertaker hits Luke Harper with a tombstone. They win the match, and it seemed pretty pointless. We already witnessed Kane and Undertaker get the revenge, so it wasn't a whole lot for me. But it was a pretty good match. I was entertained. Good job, Kane. Good job, Taker. You guys did okay.
He almost dropped Luke Harper when he was doing the tombstone.
Yeah. Did you see? Oh my! There's pictures of it on Twitter of his face. It looks fucking hilarious.
Whose?
Of Undertaker's face while he was tombstoning him. Oh my god, it looks awesome.
You know that when I seen him hold Harper, I actually heard him say, "Go down, go down." Like I actually heard him say, "Hurry, move." Like he was telling Harper to move down further.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame Taker because you're picking up a 300-pound guy. He's really 275, but let's just call him 300.
Mm-hmm.
300-pound guy on one shoulder, and he's 50 years old. So that's something special. But then again,
I heard they don't like doing the tombstone pile drivers because it kills their knees.
Well, Undertaker been doing it for 25 years straight. So
yeah, that's why I heard Kane he didn't want to he doesn't like doing the tombstone because it just fucks his knee. Alright, let's get to
Maybe
this.
he has maybe Undertaker has extra cartilage in his knees.
And maybe he just gets knee surgeries. I don't know.
Oh well, Undertaker had a lot of surgeries.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, someone asked, is Cesaro injured? Where the fuck was Cesaro on this pay-per-view?
I heard he getting JR. I heard him tweet that he heard that Cesaro was getting an arm surgery, his shoulders.
Wow. Okay, I didn't even know that. Where the hell is Cesaro?
Well, that's another guy out.
Yeah, that's great.
I guess Ray must have touched him too.
Thank you, Lil Cena wins. You make my WWE time darker than it needs to be. Let's talk about this WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose. The best friends, the brothers, the respectful duo.
The Blood Brothers, which they just started calling them over and over and over.
Yes, they raped that reference. They called them brothers 80 times this fucking show, and they wanted to point that out to you, and they're like, it's like, we're gonna swerve you guys. You guys ready for the swerve? Yeah, they threw that in the face. After seeing the brother thing, like, so many times, like, it was so blatantly obvious they wanted you to think that it was gonna be a swerve.
You know, the cool thing is that one of the reasons why the match was so short is because both of their in-ring styles, or the WWE in-ring styles, are so limited to only a few moves that they barely started doing anything else. If you look at the match, it turned into them just countering each other's finishers over and over again.
Yeah. Well, these two brothers, these two respectable friends that love each other and have been together for 3 years or so, you know what they start doing in this match? They start brawling. Punching each other in the fucking face.
Are stiffing each other.
Why? They're friends. Like, I get it. They're hardened fighters and they like to brawl and shit. But they're fucking friends. Like, what fucking friends have a competitive match? Savage, if I had to fight you, I would lock up with you. I would touch gloves, then I would lock up. Like, say if I was a professional wrestler and you were a professional wrestler, I would expect a lockup between the two of us because I respect you and I am your friend in some context, right?
Nah, we can't do that. We gotta punch each other in the face really freaking hard.
Like, they did that enough the rest of the match. Well, Dean...
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
It doesn't even really matter. It doesn't. It just kind of bugged me.
Where, you already have a match where you guys know you're friends, but then when you guys start hitting each other hard, you kind of stop, you don't think about that. You think about, okay, I gotta win. Like I
can understand if they started to beat the fuck out of each other, like, but they obviously had no time, like, to kind of evolve into very desperate times because we're desperate needs. I'm punching you in the fucking face. Sorry, Dean.
Yeah, let's just sit up together, catch our bearings, punch each other really hard when we know we're thinking about it.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense if, like, the longer the match went, the darker, like, their heads went into darker places, and they kind of, like, the ego got the best of them, and they just sites were looking for the world championship, and they didn't really care for friendship, so they were looking, like,
Like, screw it, let's just beat each other up.
Yeah.
You're hitting me really hard, so I'm gonna hit you really hard.
Yeah. Oh, well, Dean started working over the other arm. I don't know which arm was fucked up, to be honest with you. I didn't remember during the first match, but I was pretty sure it was the one with his pad, the one that wasn't tattooed. And
it
then
was
interview, he was
the Superman punch with it was his right arm.
The one that was injured was the right arm?
You're supposed to be injured.
Okay, but he was selling the other one in this match, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Del Rio, I don't fucking know. Dean, well, they were in the corner quite a bit for a long time. They were in the corners. One moment, Dean, or I believe Roman was below him, and Dean was kind of on the corner, and he, like, was about to powerbomb him, kind of dealy. And then Dean was kind of, like, going forward pretty fast, and his face almost came into contact with that top of that ring post. It looked like he almost got KO'd by it. Then, yeah, the huge powerbomb by Roman, and then JBL spews some bullshit, and everyone ignores his fuckery. How everyone, like, oh, Dean Ambrose isn't a good champion, blah, blah, blah. Like, we went the same shit throughout the summer, and no one gave a fuck.
Or is JBL contracted to say only what Vince McMahon says through the
Probably. I bet it's that. I bet it's that.
Because that's all what it sounds like. You can just hear the things JBL says and says, okay, I can completely see and hear Vince McMahon saying all this stuff.
This is true, Lucina ones. WWE has great talent. Booking isn't their man. Yes, I agree.
Well, it's not booking. It's not wrestling.
And creative.
Yeah, it's not wrestling.
I would say creative in general. Booking is part of the creative, I think. But I remember this comment that King said. I think it was King. Is like, oh, Vince McMahon or Triple H has to be killing himself right now because of this match, like because Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose win it, and apparently he didn't want either of these men to win. That I thought to myself, why, if Triple H didn't want Roman to win, why would he offer him to be the face of the company and offer him like straight up to the finals of the championship match if he didn't want him to win?
Remember, logic isn't their forte.
Why? All right, yeah, I'll just take it from there. Roman hits a spear out of nowhere after they reversed each other out of each other's finishers, or I mean, Superman punch and dirty deeds. They're already going for near falls in this competitive world championship match. Roman hits his shoulder on the post, and Roman gets rolled up by Dean. Roman kicks out, then Dean hits dirty deeds. I almost thought for a second that he was going to win. Stupid me. Roman still kicks out.
That was the dirty deeds right there. That looked devastating. Like he drove his head.
And the way he pinned him, it looked like he was like, that man is victorious. And both kind of sit up and they just start punching in the face. I'm like, wait, am I there yet? Oh, no. They both stand up, just punch each other a lot. And they go back in the corner. Dean starts striking the fuck out of Roman, runs to the other corner, and he starts running back to him, and he's gonna hit this fucker hard. And then Roman Reigns spears him and pins him.
You know, that's one thing Dean Ambrose has to stop doing. He really has to stop doing that stupid run to the opposite side of the ring and jump on the second rope. That does nothing. That doesn't do a thing. Like, you just jumped on the second rope, then you just run to the opposite side of the ring.
Yeah, the match wasn't bad. It should have went longer. I agree.
It's like it just ended like, okay, when the match ended, it was like, okay, really, this is it? Yeah. Seriously?
There was a lot of time left, and then like 20 minutes till the top of the next hour, then we got some major boos from the crowd, and now they're buddies again, and he's like, hey man, I'm sorry I punched you in the face a lot. He's like, yo man, it's cool. And then I guess Dean Ambrose disappeared. Triple H makes his way out to the ring. Man, he was walking fast. They must have been short on time because he rushed out there. But
short on time. They freaking had it. They stopped.
Yeah, it seemed like they had a lot longer, but it seemed like they were acting like they were low on time. Maybe if Taker fucking walked a little bit quicker, maybe they should have put him like just on a track, a conveyor belt that just would like kind of roll him to the ring, or he wouldn't have to use his knees.
Like WrestleMania 3.
Yeah.
They had.
Oh yeah. Then Triple H went in a handshake. Roman starts to walk away. He looks down at the title, and then he turns around, spears Triple H, and then
I'll be right back.
Go ahead. I'll finish this off really quick. And then Sheamus comes in, big boots this new WWE World Heavyweight Champion right in the face, and then he hands the ref the box. And he says, "Oh, I'm cashing in," and then he waits for Roman Reigns to get up. Takes a while, and they do the usual thing where they can't exactly bury him. They have to make him kick out. And then he pins Roman after the match started, and then he kicks out, and then he waits, and he goes for a big boot. And then Roman ducks! He ducks the big boot. Or the bro kick, I mean. He ducks the bro kick, and then eventually gets it a second time, and he hits a bro kick, and you get a 3 count, and you got your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior. Then him and Sheamus and Triple H shook hands, and they want you to think that was probably all a part of a plan, but it was probably just came out of nowhere, and like, let's just fucking have him win. Like, I don't know.
Alright, let's just choose you because there's literally no one else.
Sheamus, I choose you!
This is the problem with not hiring anyone else to the height of Cena. They're afraid to.
Yeah.
Really are afraid to, and I don't know why. They just don't want to hire anyone else up into that Cena stratosphere.
WWE is in a pickle.
They're inept.
Yeah, maybe it was the lesser of two evils. Still don't know either of them. I don't know. I was fine with Roman winning because I knew it was going to happen. Maybe I was just content with it. I wasn't happy about it. But when Sheamus cashed in, I felt excited. I felt the excitement of the Money in the Bank being cashed in. I wasn't disappointed. I wasn't mad or, like, I was just kind of happy. Like, hey, like, that's a fucking world championship. Maybe that's what, I don't know. It was just a weird thing going on. I was happy, and I was giddy, and I was kind of excited.
Like I said earlier, it's a bad thing when you have your top guy win the belt, barely a reaction. Then when the heel comes out and cashes in and wins the belt and people cheer, they pop louder for that.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
You know, maybe if Roman Reigns didn't punch Roman Reigns in the face multiple times like he did at the beginning, Dean Ambrose would have been out there to help him. and prevented from Sheamus cashing in.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do about your dick friends like Roman Reigns who just punches guys in the face?
I guess there's nothing you really can do but just go backstage and cry about it like Roman Reigns pretty much did.
Yeah, but I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think that'll conclude our Survivor Series review. We appreciate you guys coming out, and we really appreciate you guys debating within the chat and whatnot, and with us. Really like all the activity. But my name is Jonnyboy, and this is Savage Acorn. Thank you, Savage. And you can follow me at Twitter at 97JohnnyBoy.
You can find me on Twitter at DragonTamer009.
And thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later on the next great WWE pay-per-view. Tables, ladders, and chairs, and hopefully stairs.
TLC.
You think we'll get stairs? I want some stairs.
Tables, ladders, chairs, stairs, and eclairs.
Lucina wins. Do you want some stairs? Fonzie or Drag? Do you want some stairs? I want some stairs. Let's get some stairs up in here. Let's get some tables, ladders, and stairs. Let's do it. Alright, catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Meow.